The following program is sponsored by Milton Hershey School.
Our founders, Milton and Catherine Hershey, wanted to build a place for children to thrive.
But they knew that in order to do that, they would need to build a home and a school with a strong foundation.
A place that would help students develop strong life skills.
This is Milton Hershey School, where our mission remains true to the ideals upon which we're founded, to nurture and educate children in social and financial need to lead fulfilling and productive lives.
Welcome to the greatest home and school on earth, a place unlike any other where students receive a life-changing education. I'm Pete Gert, president of Milton Hershey School. Over the next 30 minutes, I invite you to discover what makes our school community so special, including the fact that everything, top-notch education, housing, healthcare, food, clothing, technology, and much more is provided to our students at no cost to our families. This is thanks to the generosity of our founders, chocolate maker Milton S. Hershey and his wife Catherine, who founded our school here in Hershey, Pennsylvania on November 15, 1909. Today, more than 2,200 students come from across the United States. I'd like you to meet Ryan to give you a tour of our more than 7,000-acre campus.
Hi there, I'm Ryan. Let me take you on a tour around our campus. This is my Law, Public Safety, and Security class. This is one of many career technical education programs here at MHS, and this is my teacher, Captain G. Cap, how many years have you been here at MHS?
6.5 years.
What did you do before coming to MHS?
Prior to coming to MHS, I spent 30 years in the LPSS career fields as an active duty soldier, a municipal police officer, and retired as a captain from the Pennsylvania State Police.
LPSS is just one of our amazing CTE programs here at MHS. Now over to Maya in Health Sciences.
Thanks, Ryan. Hi, I'm Maya here in the Health Science Lab, where we get hands-on experience and learn about medicine and anatomy. Here, you can even become a certified nursing assistant before you graduate. Many students intern at local businesses like Penn State Health and Milton S. Hershey Medical Center. While we're building our skills in the classroom, MHS is caring for our needs as students. Each year, MHS provides thousands of immunizations, dental visits, and eye exams to students, all at no cost. This helps us focus on our personal growth as students. When I graduate, I'm excited to explore the medical field. But that's all from me. Back to you, Ryan.
Thanks, Maya. Welcome back to Founders Hall. I'm here with my mentor, Mrs. Bars. Hi, Mrs. Bars.
Hi, Ryan.
Why is mentoring important here at MHS?
Our goal here is for our students to lead productive and fulfilling lives after graduation, and mentoring is part of achieving that.
And what's your role as a mentor?
I serve as one of your trusted adults that can guide and support you throughout your time here at MHS.
Not only can adults mentor students, but students can mentor new students as well. Now, over to Chris in the Supply Center.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm here in the Clothing Center with Mrs. Z. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you guys do here?
We supply all our students with clothing so they have a wonderful year. We supply school clothing, chapel clothing, and casual clothing. And actually, there's a lot more than just clothing in this building. Do you want to tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, sure.
The Hartman Supply Center is the heart of the MHS campus. It's home to our central kitchen, which provides lunch and dinner meals for school buildings and student homes, feeding over 3,000 people. It's also where our food distributors pick close to 20,000 grocery items and nearly 7,000 household items each school year for student homes, so our house parents can focus on student care and not grocery shopping. Then, our transportation team delivers it across campus.
It is incredible all the work that's done here in this building. Ryan's finished with lunch. He's at our next stop.
Welcome to Student Home Union Canal, where I live. On campus, we have around 200 student homes with 8 to 12 students living inside. Let's go take a look. Let's go meet my house parents. What's your favorite part about being house parents?
Seeing students grow up and develop into the young adults that they can become. We love being house parents because of amazing students like you, Ryan.
Aw, thanks. This is the kitchen. This is where we students are able to help our house parents make delicious meals for all of us in the home. I love when my house parents make fettuccine alfredo. Let's go explore more of the house. This is our wall and daily reminders of the core values that are instilled to us from your very first day all the way throughout life. This is the rec room where students are able to come, enjoy each other's company, and hang out. Thank you for visiting my student home. Now Morris and Melina will show you more activities that MHS has to offer.
Thanks, Ryan. Hi, I'm Morris. At MHS, we have 15 varsity and JV sports, including soccer. Our athletic facilities are world-class. From our 7,000-seat football stadium and outdoor ice rink, to our stunning indoor swimming pools and 3 gymnasiums, MHS offers students like me a chance to excel. We also have the best coaching staff, including Coach Finn. Coach, what makes our athletics program so special?
We provide students a ton of opportunities to develop winning habits both on and off the field. I know that because I too am an MHS graduate.
When classes are not in session, MHS offers a year-round experiences program. Students attend camps, take field trips, and learn about everything from ecology to nutrition. Well, I'm gonna get back to training. Melina, please tell them more about visual and performing arts.
Thanks, Morris. Hi, I'm Melina. I'm currently in the band room. I play marching band, performance band, and concert band. Our visual and performing arts department gives us so many opportunities. We put on plays and musicals, perform across our community, and even get to learn from world-famous special guests who visit our school. MHS students can earn a school-funded scholarship of more than $100,000 to go toward college or technical school. My future is bright because of all MHS has to offer, now and in the future.
I hope you enjoyed learning more about MHS and everything it has to offer for students like me. We're more than just a school, we're a family, built on our founder's dream. And I think the Hershey's will be proud of their legacy.
Thank you, Ryan. At Milton Hershey School, our whole child approach is the foundation of our programming. And it all begins right here in our student homes. My name is AJ Rinaldi.
And I'm Adoda Walsh.
And together, we oversee our residential program, known as Home Life. Adodo, when we say whole child approach to education, what does that mean to you?
It means a well-rounded approach to education that goes well beyond our classrooms. MHS students are provided with free meals, free clothing, free medical and dental care. There is no cost for music lessons, no cost for activities, no cost for participation in any sport. And that's on top of MHS students receiving a tuition-free education and housing.
Our students live, learn, share, and grow in student homes on campus, not dorms. Each home is led by a married house parent couple. Let's meet one MHS house mom, Shannon Butler.
The generational factor is pretty neat here. And you know, it's this extended family that you don't get from a public school. You just can't find that anywhere else. My parents separated when I was 10 or 11 years old, and one day out of the blue, my aunt calls me and says, "Hey, there's this school in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Let's go check it out." And I said, "Okay." I remember the phone call came in December of 1992. There was a bed they had for me if I wanted it still. So fast forward 30 days later, on January 19th, 1993, I entered MHS as a 7th grade student. When we first came, we went to the student home, met my house parents, Linda and Dennis Van Squake, right away. The rest is kind of history. I don't think I've ever left. When I started dating my husband, I had introduced him to Milton Hershey, and he immediately was like, "This is where I belong." My focus became if I could have that relationship that my house parents had with me, then there's a lot of things that become worth it in the end. Mrs. V was now a mentor and a colleague to me. Even today, like when I talk with my house mom, I'm like, there's no way I could ever emulate what they were to me. But I get messages all the time from the students that have graduated and even our high school girls that are like, thank you so much. And I'm like, wow, we impacted them like that. I'm the house parent, she's the graduate. Mrs. V always says how proud she is of me, and it's nice to reciprocate that back to my girls. And I like to tell the Van Scoiks all the time that, you know, I wouldn't have that ability if I didn't have their guidance.
Thank you, Shannon, for sharing your story. To learn more about Milton Hershey School's Home Life Model, visit mhskids.org/facts. Coming up next, you'll learn the meaning of a career-focused education at MHS. Stay tuned.
Being a house parent is much more than a job. It's a purpose. It's a new chapter for you and the kids who deserve one too. Discover what's next at Milton Hershey School.
Welcome back. I'm Tara Velosky, Senior Director of Curriculum and Instruction. Here at Milton Hershey School, we help our students pursue their passions and focus on their career goals. They begin as early as elementary school with opportunities to learn more about different job fields and continues in classrooms like this one in our Career and Technical Education program. As you're about to see, our emphasis on career-focused education is unmatched in giving our students a competitive edge.
I found out about MHS through my middle school that I went to. I saw the great opportunities that they have, like the automotive program, and like there's construction and welding. Day one was a little scary. It was new places, new people, but it was amazing. It's a great opportunity, and now I've become more like out of my shell and being able to learn like life skills like in this class. What welding is taking a couple pieces of metal and then building something out of it, like welding it together, putting two pieces of metal together to build like a flower or a stand or potentially even a car frame, like anything. I'm planning to go to trade school for automotive technology. You kind of need to know welding to be able to like fix parts on cars and fix the frame and all that. I didn't really know that there was so much more with this career, or there wasn't really options back home for this. There wasn't really a program at school that's like, oh yeah, you can go work on cars for a whole class. There wasn't that. It is amazing to be able to work in this building that they have made just for like this class and then construction. All the different rooms in the buildings and the equipment that we have for every career pathway is insane. Being here is definitely a great thing, being able to see all the different career pathways that there are, the different options that there are in that single career pathway is great for everybody. I enjoy this so much, it's so much fun. I think a bunch of different kids would love this.
Through our Career and Technical Education program, students like Tia can build real-world skills and get ready to attend technical school, earn a certification, enter the workforce, pursue higher education, or enlist in the military. Next, I want you to meet Josh Gibb, who is pursuing an out-of-this-world career goal.
This summer, I spent a week at the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. Well, I want to go to college at the United States Air Force Academy, and I want to major in astronautical engineering. After that, become a pilot in the Air Force so that someday I can hopefully become an astronaut for NASA. But that's a long ways down the line.
For a lot of people, it's like, you know, you'd hear that and say, yeah, good luck with that, right? But for him, like, no, you can do it. I think you can do it.
Some of the biggest values I learned from my father very young was like that you have to be a hard worker to get the things you want.
I was there in admissions to welcome Josh and his family, and instantly you knew that Milton Hershey was going to be better for having a young man like that.
So this summer we had a tournament, and on Sunday we ended up getting to the championship game. I think it was a great learning experience for the team and the guys to understand what we need to work on and what's going to have to take for us to win in this season. This summer I did an internship at the Hershey Company. It was a lot of networking, a lot of understanding how to work in a business situation or a business environment. What our team did was we had to go through the whole process of manufacturing, finding shelf space, finding where to sell it to, what retailers to choose. So it was a long process, but I think in the end it came out really well.
It's a student that would have made Mr. Hershey really proud. He embodies the spirit of MHS, and he is someone who is going to change the world.
I really want to be remembered for just the impact I had on the rest of the people here while I was here on this campus. Having a positive effect on everybody else and being known as a hard worker, someone that's gonna go out there and make something of himself.
You need to be a good person apart from going into the Air Force Academy, apart from becoming a pilot, apart from becoming an astronaut. I'd love him to achieve all the things he sets out to achieve, but just be a good man and I'll be happy.
I just think everybody should go for what they find important to them. We can really rise up by just portraying our full effort in everything.
Some MHS students, like Josh, travel to camps and participate in summer internships, and others take part in our year-round experiences program. During the school year and summer breaks, we plan fun and educational activities for students who choose to remain on campus. While our career-focused programming develops students' job skills, our year-round experience program builds on this training and strengthens their character. Let's see this in action.
We're in Floyd County, Kentucky, right in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains. We are in downtown Prestonsburg.
I feel like I'm living out what Milton Hershey will want. I feel like he'd be proud of what we're doing here.
I think it's good just to give back to different communities and learn how to serve other people. First of all, it feels good because it's right to do. And second of all, I think it shines bright in this community.
We are here today at the Floyd County Animal Shelter in Floyd County, Kentucky. We right now currently have 0 volunteers that come and visit the shelter, so it is a great opportunity to get these dogs outside of their cage.
This is Yogi. Yeah, it's all Yogi. Oh, that's a good boy.
I think the people of Floyd County definitely embrace Milton Hershey School now. This is the 2nd year that we've been here. I think the students aren't just rising up themselves by stepping out of their comfort zone and doing something a little different. They're inviting the whole community of Floyd County to rise with them and to rise with the Milton Hershey School.
And it's also an experience to see how lucky we are, how benefited we are from being at MHS and the people we get to be surrounded by.
It's great having you all. I know it's a little early here in the mountain.
We're in a service project trying to help people. So today we are raking all the rocks off the trail.
1 year ago, we were at the Family Fun Day and a student was there and hesitantly asked us for a little more information. We passed out the information to her family, but the students kind of surrounded her. She's a successful student on campus at Milton Hershey now, assisting in the very office that plans these events.
My name is Chastity, and I'm a junior at Milton Hershey School. When we went to the Family Fun event, we didn't really know the school was going to be there. We just knew that it was free, which was the main thing. My mom didn't have a lot of money to take us places. Growing up was definitely a little bit harder for me. We moved around a lot. I have 12 siblings. My mom, she is the sole provider for us, really. I'm glad to be here. My grades have improved. I don't have to worry about coming home taking care of my siblings. I just don't want to have such a small life, considering I come from such a small place. I know that I have a future ahead of me.
Thanks to the support of MHS, the future is bright for Chastity. Do you know a child who could benefit from MHS? To be considered for enrollment, a child must come from an income-eligible family, be 4 to 15 years old at the time of enrollment, have the ability to learn at MHS, be free from serious behavioral problems, and have the ability to participate in and benefit from the MHS program. Visit mhskids.org/facts to learn more. Next, you'll learn how we support our students' families and see the incredible success of a distinguished MHS alum.
Discover a path to receiving an exceptional educational experience with all costs covered. That's our mission. Find your future at Milton Hershey School.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bob Ebert.
And I'm Sarah Pearson.
As Milton Hershey Schools Senior Director of Graduate Programs for Success, it's my job to support our students and young alumni while on campus and beyond. We also extend support to our families.
That's right, Bob. Making the decision to send your child here isn't easy, which is why we in Family Relations walk right alongside our parents and guardians to keep them connected to their kids and to our campus. But we also help them develop their own career and life skills. We empower our families to collaborate with us to help their children succeed even more. Let's hear one parent's story of why she chose to send her son to MHS.
I was working for a major airline. The airline just went out of business one day, and I no longer had a job. And I have a cousin who called me up and she said, "Have you heard about this boarding school in Pennsylvania?" And I said, "No." She said, "It's called Milton Hershey School." So I went on the internet, looked it up, called for an application. I'll never forget when I called for the application. And she said, "Okay, I'll send you out an application right away." He got accepted. And we came down for orientation. Now that was one of the hardest things in my life. Even though you know it's the best thing for him, it's impossible to tell you how hard of a decision that is for a mother. I don't care. I knew it was the best thing for him. What a mom wants for her child, most of all, we want our children to be happy. And we have to keep our eyes on the prize. We have to remember that we are doing this for our child, and our child can only benefit from it. My son was expecting little soldiers. And when he saw that the kids came out running, they were happy, that really helped us, helped him accept the school. What Milton Hershey gave him the ability to be a star. I'll tell anybody about Milton Hershey.
And we're thankful for parents like you, Karen. Our founder's legacy lives on through thousands of alumni who have defied the odds. Like Doug Oliver, he credits MHS with unlocking the best version of himself.
So I enrolled in Milton Hershey School in 1989. I was in the 8th grade when my mom came to me and talked about the school. Well, my mom believed, as I do now, that kids are born good. But I think influences can derail that. And I think my mom wanted to get in front of that. So I remember being in the student home on the first night and them saying it's time for everybody to go to bed. And it was like clockwork and everybody's moving around. And I was looking for some comrades to complain about this. Like, nah, we're not doing this. Where'd everybody go? They went to bed, right? That's what it was. And it took me very little time to understand that it's 8:30 bedtime. So Coach Webb was one of the first people that I met at the school, and right off the top, I remember him saying to my mom, "I got him now." Like, I got him. And then he never let me go. I tell people that Milton Hershey School is an environment where every single person that is employed by that school views it as their responsibility to make you the best version of yourself. And so if you're playing a sport, that coach cares more about you as a person than they do you as a player. Your house parent cares more about you as a person than they do as someone who lives in their home. And I have not seen an environment like that anywhere since the time I was in Milton Hershey School. When you know that you're the beneficiary of the education you got in the school, the helping hand that the school continued to give you through college, you start to grow into your responsibility to give back. And so when I came back to Milton Hershey as a relief house parent, that was just another way of doing it. I've truly enjoyed my career, as meandering as it's been. Looking back, I can't imagine it having gone any differently. And then I made a decision to throw my hat in the ring to run for mayor of the city of Philadelphia. No one, not a single person from Milton Hershey thought something was strange about running for mayor. And no one said, how dare you? No one said, you know, the audacity of you, or you're gonna get creamed. Like, nobody said anything. It was just love. If you're working in government, you're cutting across people who are the most affluent and those that have nothing. And you have to come up with policy and programs that serve them all. But I've always found it relatively simple because I've seen it and it's all I've ever known. So I think that, again, perspective is something that the school gave that prepared me for the career that I'm in now. And I'm so grateful to work for a company that seems like it's cut from the same cloth that I've been cut from. I am one of the many who have done with the Milton Hershey School experience what he was supposed to. And that's different than achieving something professionally, because in many cases, I believe that if you are taking care of your family, if you are working hard every day, then you are living Milton Hershey's dream.
We're proud of Doug and all of our students and alumni who are changing the world through their character, resilience, and service. I hope you've enjoyed this special look inside our school, and I invite you to visit our campus and consider if MHS could make a difference for a child that you know. Our school has certainly made a difference for me. Not only am I president of MHS, I'm also a proud alum from the class of 1985. I will forever be grateful for MHS, and it is my honor every day to uphold the incredible legacy of our founders. On behalf of our entire Milton Hershey School family, thank you for watching, and thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Hershey, for their gift of a life-changing education for the students and graduates of Milton Hershey School.
Thank you, Mr. Hershey. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Hershey. Thank you, Mr. 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 Hershey.
The preceding program was sponsored by Milton Hershey School.